Let's get straight to it, ho.
Stop the tape. Stop the tape. I've seen enough. Stop the tape. Steve, I think you tried to defend this dude. I've allowed Steve to dictate a topic per day, and you wanted to talk about this. What do you think this last topic? You think I want to talk about this with you? This New Orleans, there's some black dude in New Orleans harassing some white woman about gentrification in New Orleans. Let's play the clip.
I don't want any margaritas. I don't want any tacos. What I want is I want to be considered. Where you from? How long you been here? Where you can just come shut my street down and don't tell me you're having a party or nothing?
This is my home, and I would love.
Where you from? This street ain't your home.
Yeah, it is.
Where you from?
I'm from here.
You're not from this street. I live in my great-grandmother's house. You a lie. Where you really from? Now you running. You want to talk to me? Talk to me. Where you from?
I'm trying to hang out with you.
Where you from?
If you come hang out with me.
Where you from? Tell me that. You don't want to hang out with me. You don't want to answer to my.
I live here.
Where were you raised? You weren't raised here. I was raised there. I know you weren't raised here. Be real with me if you really want to hang with me. Where are you from?
Arkansas.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Now we can begin a basis of communication. I don't know where it'll go, but I'll calm down now.
I would like you to calm.
But you didn't come like you wanted to be. See?
I came. I walked.
You came on a false premise. You're from here. I had to break you down from that.
I walked all the
But
way
you're really from Arkansas.
I walked all the way over here.
Why weren't we notified you were going to shut our street down? I pay more property tax than anybody here.
You don't even live right.
I can't get through here. It's a one-way, sweetie.
Then go around, sir.
Yeah, I know you're sentiment, bitch. So now we can get straight to it, ho. Let's get straight to it, ho.
I go around for your part.
Let's get straight to it, ho.
Stop the tape. Stop the tape. I've seen enough. Stop the tape. Steve, I think you tried to defend this dude on Twitter.
I can't believe me and you're going to disagree on this.
You're going to defend, and Shemeka's going to back you up. Go ahead.
Hold on. Jason, hear me out. I can't believe you're taking up for the Jenny gentrifier here. She did not have a permit. She blocked the street, and then she had this incredible.
How do you know?
Because if you watch most of that video, she never said there was something about a permit. She never said I had one, and there's a reason why she moved her car, and her tone was incredibly condescending. You know what? I would dare say it had a tone of privilege to it. Now, with that said, that guy over there. That's the guy that causes white flight. Because that's the type of, like, oh my God, I can't live around this guy. But here's the irony. I would bet that Becky Beckington is probably a liberal, probably takes up for all these causes, but at the same time says, oh my God, we have white privilege. We have to be better. Meanwhile, she's exploiting it. But then that guy is the type of guy that says everyone's race, they kind of deserve one another. But Jason, if you do not have a permit just to block the street, where people have to go around you or take alternate routes, no. In principle, the guy had a point. I don't like the way he delivered that message or the language, but he ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. Come on.
Shemeka, you defended this mess too?
Yes, because I think he started out talking to her nicely. And she was, this is my home, I'm from here or whatever. I've watched.
If her house is in walking distance, that is her home.
That is
she is from there.
Well, no, not really, because I've watched them gentrify areas in
my city. What does gentrify
mean?
mean?
Well, all of these liberal white people come in and then they start walking their dogs and jogging.
Acting like they live there. Acting like they live there. So if you move into a white neighborhood, you need to stay in your house and not do anything.
No, but we know that the taxes rise to the point where people who've been there all their lives are
where you can sell your property for more money? Yeah.
Then they have nowhere to go.
With that money they just made on selling it. This man's bragging. I live in my great-grandmama's house. That ain't nothing to brag about, partner.
But I would think his great-grandmother is dead. Like if the grandmother passed the house down, that's a good thing.
You know who needs to be saying that? I live in his sister, his mama, his auntie, some woman, not some man.
Maybe they died.
Yeah, Shemeka, Jason, hold on. Let's get to the root of the problem here. If you're going to do a block party, that means the whole block. So that means, in theory, you got to go to Kinko's. If the gentrification has gotten you a Kinko's thus far, right? You got to print up invites, put them on each door, knock on their, hey, we're having a block party. So you get everybody aboard. It's clear to me this lady basically said, you know what, I'm going to have a party for me and my friends, and I'm going to block off half the street without a permit. Jason, by the letter of the law, she is wrong. She had no right to do that. And you know what I would do? Because if she thinks her friends are just going to lounge out in the middle of the street, after she gets rid of her car, I'd be like, yo, I'm going to call me Tom because I'm going to get petty. I would tell all my friends, rev up your ATVs and your cars and just drive through that block one after another. Just keep driving. And the next time they have a block party, trust me, they're going to knock on every door and ask politely. I'm going to keep it real and
get myself
you're going to be invited.
Trouble.
No, Jay, you're so wrong
Any
here.
real man would have been,
So
hey,
wrong.
Becky, let me holler at you. Let's have some, when this is over, let's have a drink back at my place.
Well, Becky didn't look like you gonna holler. That's like if you just want anything. She was
Jason,
not a
look
looker.
at the
Do you think this man living at his grandmama's house, where you think he got dime pieces just running all over it?
I would say they would be a touch above that right there.
Have you seen these women twerk? Come on, Shemeka. I mean, keep it real.
Well,
you act like everybody's running around the neighborhood looking like you. That ain't it.
Yeah, he tried to handle it civilly, and then when she was condescending and go around, sir, that's when the New Orleans
When did this
came.
happen? What video are y'all watching?
You didn't think he started out nice? Although he was aggressive, he didn't turn to the New Orleans until she got condescending. That's when Ho came out every other word. That's when the New Orleans came out.
Yeah, go ahead, Steve.
Jason, if she would have had a permit, then the game is over. She just would have said, here you go, here's her permit, we did it the right way. And it's clear to me, and Shemeka, I think you would agree, she never invited that side of the block. Because if she did, the car issue would have never, they would have said, okay, we'll make plans. She just decided, I'm going to have a party, I'm going to bring out my Tupperware, make my eggplant sandwich. Get my Toyota Celica and block half the block. No.
You're making a lot of assumptions.
No.
You're making a lot of assumptions.
You got to watch the whole video.
Somebody's having a party on my street, and yet,
Jason,
do I have to drive around or whatever? Is it inconvenient? Yes. But it's a party on my street. And to me, it sounded like, my interpretation of it was, she said, hey, you're welcome to come hang out with us. And then he that ain't how you came at me or what.
Jason,
it's making a molehill into a mountain. I don't ever want to be in an argument with a woman, particularly a stranger. I just don't, I just try to avoid arguments in general. And so there's my tolerance level for foolishness from women is pretty high before it'll ever provoke me to start cursing and being intimidating and tape recording. Just the whole fact that he's tape recording it is weak to me.
It is.
I'm with Jason.
It's you could have that conversation in private, but he wanted a piece of content because he's living in his grandmama's house or great grandmama's house.
No, look, that guy has his own issues. But if you're going to do a block party, that means in theory the whole block is invited. You knock on the door, say, hi, I'm Becky. We're going to throw a block party. You're invited. That never happened. It's clear that she just staked out some territory like a colonizer and said, no one's getting past our Honda Civic. Sorry, lady, not happening. Not on our block. Until that Whole Foods and that coffee company, Starbucks, comes a block away, we are not doing this gentrification thing. She was very disrespectful of the other people around that block, and it was met with even more disrespect. Two wrongs don't make a right, but I'm just telling you, in theory, by literal law, the guy was
want
okay.
Everybody at home to realize, those of you that love Steve Kim, this is why I limit his influence on this show. This type of stuff right here. If you agree with me, or if you disagree with me, email me who's right and who's wrong, me or Shemeka and Steve Kim. I know this audience well, But email me, fearlessblazeshow.com. Weigh in on this topic.
Yes.
I can't believe what I'm hearing from either one of you.
Let me just say something. She's Jenny from the block. Yeah. Jenny doesn't own the block. And if you're one of those people that had to like swerve around or had to do something, you're like, get your car out the damn way. Come on. Especially if
there was
they
more
were not
than the car there. Watch the video. There was some kind of sign set up I'm done. Like what you saw? Hit that like button, subscribe, and check out the full episode by clicking the link below.